Okay, hopefully you can hear me because it's very windy here, but this is Lisa. This is my wife Natalie, you know her, and this is Lisa's trailer. And I pointed at Natalie again, but I mean the trailer behind her. So we've been helping Lisa, well, Lisa's been following us for a while now, and she was asking some questions about a couple of upgrades and things for her trailer that she's just had. How long have you had it?
Since June.
Since June, so less than a year. And so there's two things that she wanted to do. One is install a backup camera, and the second thing is the LevelMate Pro, both of which we think are amazing. So she was asking some questions about it, so we said, hey, you're not that far out. So we're in Stevens City in Virginia. So we said, hey, let's just drive out here and we can give you a hand doing it. So interestingly as well is that we actually met Lisa before, which almost must be exactly a year ago, when she bought a chicken coop from us when we were downsizing to go on our winter trip for 6 months. So we spent a long time talking to Lisa. Two interesting points there that I find fascinating. First one is, if you are Irish, and I know there are many Irish here in the US, you probably would have heard of the Irish singer called Daniel O'Donnell. So Lisa and her mother are actually related to Daniel O'Donnell. Are you distant cousins? Her mum's second cousin. So I found that very interesting because my mum, back in the UK, is a big fan of Daniel O'Donnell. So that was interesting. And also, if you're into missing persons documentaries, the longest standing missing person case in Ireland is about Mary Boyle, who I think was a 6-year-old girl who went missing 42 years ago, or maybe 43 years ago now. And you are also related.
She's my cousin.
She's your cousin?
Yep.
So Mary Boyle was Lisa's cousin. So I found that very interesting. There's a ton of documentaries about that. So if you're into the real crime stuff, it's really interesting. It's still completely unsolved, and they've never found her. So it's not the happiest documentary, but it is very interesting. Anyway, two things: the backup camera and the LevelMate Pro. We have about 2 hours before it gets dark, so let's get going. Okay, so Lisa bought the Voyager camera system. I don't know much about this. We had a Furion on our trailer. It worked fine, and then obviously it got stolen in Houston, and I still haven't installed one, so I'm interested to see how this goes. I guess the reason you bought this, Lisa, is because it's already fitted for the Voyager system, so it's already pre-wired. In theory this should be pretty easy. I noticed there's some wires in here, so first of all I need to take off that little panel and then see what's behind that. I'm hoping it just has a connector that I can connect straight in, but I have a feeling I'm going to have to install a bracket and do a little bit of wiring. Just having a look, so let's go do that. Alright, so I have just taken the Voyager cover off, and thankfully it already has the adapter, so the back of the camera also has the same adapter. So all I'm going to do is put that in, screw it in the same screw holes using the same screws, and in theory that should work. So this was the easiest install ever. Lisa keeps thanking me for helping her, but honestly, if anyone wants me to set up nerd stuff and things, you don't have to ask me twice. So let's just pretend that I'm helping her, and this isn't for me at all, and I'm not enjoying myself thoroughly. So right, so we've got the camera in. I'm just going to plug the screen in. Don't tell Lisa, but I haven't read the instructions. I think we just plug it in and hit the pair button, so I'm just going to try that. So
is the backup screen on all the time? The actual camera?
It depends. So on our one, to turn the camera on, you have to have the lights on. So I suspect this might be the same thing, but sometimes they do it so that it's just on all the time. Or you can actually change the wiring. There's a bunch of YouTube videos out there on how to do it. So.
Come on, mate.
Bimmer.
Come on. Come on, mate.
Yeah.
6 inches or so.
That should do it.
I've never seen such a dirty truck.
He gets in my car. Also my dog car. Wow, it's like a minute countdown. That's weird. Yay!
Okay, so this is the same. So Lisa, if you're watching this back, you have to have the lights on for the power to go to the camera. So there it is. I can hear it's working. I can already hear the wind. Hold that up to the mic. So it does have audio, so the camera has a microphone on it, so that you don't have to shout across to someone or phone someone. You can literally just talk into the camera if someone's helping you back up. So yeah, cool. Well, that was really easy.
Yeah.
Pre-wired for the win. Right, let's go and set up the LevelMate Pro.
Part 1 is complete. Now for part 2.
Okay, I'm very jealous because Lisa got the LevelMate Pro Plus, which we don't. We have the original LevelMate. And I'm also very jealous because we bought our trailer with the LevelMate already installed, so I never got to set it up or do any of the fun bit, even though using it is pretty fun. So now I get to do that here, which is great because if I mess up, it's not my trailer, it's Lisa's trailer. So I'll know for future. So first of all, the first step is to get the trailer level. So we're going to go and check all of that first, and then we can install this, and then whilst we're doing that, Lisa's going to download the app, and then we should be good to go. The first step to setting up the LevelMate is to get the trailer completely level. Obviously front to back, you normally use the front jack, so the main thing that we're going to concentrate right now is getting it level side to side. So I have the Anderson levelers under the wheels already. We've hitched up the trailer to the truck. I think I need to bring it up about 2 inches, and I have a manual level inside that we're going to use for that. So what I need to do now is get Nat to sit inside the trailer whilst I back it up, and then she's going to phone me to tell me when it's completely level on the level.
So what have I got to do?
So you have the level down here.
Yeah.
So you just need to watch that level.
And I'll phone you.
And phone me, and then I'm going to keep going back to bring up that side of the trailer because that's where the Anderson hitches are.
Okay.
And then just tell me when that's level.
Cool. Right.
Cool.
All right. Okay, it's gone up a little bit.
Still out though, is it?
Yeah, but well, I mean, it's within the 2 black things, but right on the edge of one of them.
Let me try a little bit more.
Well,
how's that?
Still a little bit to the left, but within the range.
So we used the level, one from Harbour Freight, and we thought we'll just try another level just to see, just to make sure it's right. And the other level, exactly the same level, is showing different.
But now they've both gone the other way, which is annoying.
Annoyingly, my levels are in our trailer, which is at Beckley's having some work done. So we've got a whole selection here because I found some little ones. So we have a little selection there.
Because I guess like the floor could be a little wonky, right?
Could be. So here's a tip for you. Make sure you buy a good level before you do this, or just borrow someone else's. I'm worried now because I think ours are Harbour Freight as well. So yeah, I mean we're pretty close. We just need to come down a little bit on that side.
Okay, on one of them it's showing level 2. On the 2 little ones it's level, and on the 2 big ones a little bit to the left.
So I need to go down more for the 2 big ones.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, that's enough, yeah.
So for the LevelMate, you have to undo the 4 screws. You actually got the LevelMate Pro Plus, which is really cool. You have to undo the 4 screws and then install the battery, and then reinstall the 4 screws again. The LevelMate Pro Plus actually comes with a cable, which looks cool. So it looks like you might be able to just plug it in somewhere, which would be awesome.
To charge?
Yeah, not that it runs out very often. We've only changed ours twice in a year and a half. And it was used before we bought it used, so he said it was probably due to be replaced. So you don't have to replace it that much, but it would be nice just to plug it in, especially where our trailer's got USB ports everywhere.
Yeah.
Can you tell that I'm just trying to convince you into letting me buy a LevelMate Pro Plus?
No, ours works fine.
Alright, cool. So Lisa is downloading the app onto her phone. It comes with a...
Take me and go and let's go video.
Yeah, okay.
Go.
So it comes with an app. It comes with a sheet that you can download the app, and then so you download the app and then you install the battery. So that's what they're doing now.
stand, just like
They
that.
do.
Yeah, perfect. Perfect.
Okay.
Silly.
Yay!
All right, where's the arrow? That way.
It couldn't just go
So
perfectly.
which way does the
No.
positive go?
50-50
Oh,
chance and I got it wrong. So the battery, when you install it into the LevelMate, when you install it in the LevelMate, the battery faces outwards towards you, not towards the back. Just remember that. Where did you think that?
Just inside on the left there.
Or did you want it up here, out of the way?
Oh, yeah, that
Oh,
might
yeah,
work.
there we
It
go.
does mean that to get to it you have to put the steps down, but
That's all right.
whereas if you put it here you can reach in, but I feel like...
It might look like with the dogs and stuff down low. Probably up high would probably
That's a
be
good
better.
idea, yeah, so the dogs don't like bash it.
Can I put it up against the ceiling?
Yep, that's
Like here?
fine.
Would
Yep,
that be alright?
be perfect.
You don't have, and then what that you have to do, you don't have to keep turning it all the way around.
Now, where's the on-off switch? Is it on the top or is
It's
it on the bottom?
Yeah.
Okay.
That, what's that switch for? That's easy. Watch. Now it's turning towards
Pretty good.
the right.
Okay.
See that turning towards the top?
It is checking the signal. It should be fine. If it can handle it in our trailer, then this should
Signal
be fine.
test successful.
Successful. Signal strength is great. Okay, measurements, inches, Fahrenheit, driving side of the road, right. Okay, right, we need to put the measurements of the trailer in now, so let's go find a measuring tape and then put these on.
To this outside right here?
Yeah.
I've gone from the top, where are you going from there? Okay.
I'm at like 93 right here.
93 inches.
Yep. 7'9".
Okay, if your RV has slide outs and you'd like to set up LevelMate Pro Plus,
That's why we need the Pro
yeah,
Plus.
we need that. When we do ours, we have to
redo it after the slides are out.
redo it up. Well,
we
we know
can't.
now just to put it, because our kitchen slide is much heavier than the other slide, because it also has the bunkhouse. So once you put it in, it's level, and then you let the slides out, and it changes. So, all right, we'll skip this step because you don't have slides. The LevelMate Pro Plus does temperature.
Oh, that's handy, especially with the dogs.
Yeah,
Wow.
Sounds like you got some
Well.
shopping to do, Natalie.
Yeah, I know.
but it's not remote temperature, and we have the smart things. But
We
it
do,
does
yeah.
give you the temperature when you're in there, which is kind of cool.
And it's supposed to recall the hitch height or something too.
Yes, I heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did read that.
So that was pretty easy. It was a little bit time consuming, definitely easier with two people. So yeah, get a friend to help with this, or it'll take us a lot longer. But that's it, we're all done.